Oh, hey there, stranger. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the library. Hey, to all my American friends, I would like to wish you all a happy 4th of July and Independence Day week. And to all my international friends, I invite you in sharing this part of our history and culture. I hope you'll enjoy this video. But first, slam that subscribe button, lay siege to the notification bell, and deploy the thumbs up for more great content from Mortar and Ivy. Old Glory, the Star-Spangled Banner, the Stars and Stripes. Few symbols are more synonymous with liberty, freedom, and American culture than the flag of the United States of America. As with most American school children, I was taught the old legend of the banner's inception. Good old Betsy Ross was handed a pencil sketch by George Washington himself in the spring of 1776, at which point Ms. Ross personally hand-stitched the flag in what was perhaps the most revolutionary act of embroidery. Washington and the Continental Congress designed the flag to include 13 red and white stripes to commemorate the original 13 colonies, stars to represent the colonies' new statehood, with the colors red symbolizing hardiness and valor, white embodying purity and innocence, and blue signifying vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Or something like that. But the flag's evolution is more complicated than that. Historians would have you believe the Founding Fathers simply conceived the design of the American flag from thin air. As with most cases of visual symbolism, it is more likely the design was recycled from, or at least inspired by, a previous design. Assuming the flag is based on earlier designs, there are two most likely candidates that provided the original template. The first proto-flag of the Union is the colors of the British East India Company. The American flag was originally designed in 1777, but it was not originally intended to represent the entirety of the Union. Rather, it was intended to represent the United States Navy, specifically. And contrary to American origin myths, Betsy Ross most likely played no part in its creation. That honor goes to one Francis Hopkinson, a district judge, continental congressional delegate, and designer of naval flags. And that's Francis with an I, not an E, aka a dude. Ross did indeed design a flag, but it was by far not the first. Hopkinson did not begin with a blank slate. Rather, the fledgling wannabe nation had been using the familiar 13 stripes with the Union Jack superimposed since 1775. Hopkinson simply replaced the overtly British insignia with the white stars, or mullets, on a blue field to emphasize a separation. The pre-Hopkinson flag was nearly identical to the flag of the British East India Company in use since 1707. According to historian Robert Johnson, this was no coincidence. The author claims Benjamin Franklin even told George Washington, "While the field of your flag must be new in the details of its design, it need not be entirely new in its elements. There is already in use a flag. I refer to the flag of the East India Company." And according to Tom Horton, this inspiration derives from the colony's original wish to be both self-governing and loyal to the crown, much in the vein of the EIC. A second theory to the inspiration behind the American flag derives from the very man who first captained the fledgling nation, George Washington. While stars had been in use in heraldry since the Middle Ages, they were significantly rare in insignia, even at the time of the flag's drafting in 1777. One notable example of both stars and stripes is the coat of arms of the Washington family. Rumors persist the flag was based on Washington's family crest, which dates back to the 12th century. A 15th century stained glass example may be found in a window at Selby Abbey in North Yorkshire. Like the American flag, Washington's family crest does indeed include alternating red and white stripes, as well as a rare example of mullets, though in red. While there is no written evidence Washington's crest inspired the US standard, many historians insist the similarity is beyond coincidence, and yet others dismiss this legend under the circumstance Washington's crest contains not the color blue. Wait, is that it? That's a stupid reason. I personally prefer this origin story, and in fact both origins could very likely contain some truth to them. What do you think? Is the American flag a 12th century coat of arms, or perhaps the colors of the British East India Company? Let us know in the comments. And as this is a heraldic discussion, it is time to blazon the subject matter. Washington's coat can be described as gules 2 bars argent, in chief 3 mullets of the second. The flag of the United States of America can be described as berry of 13 gules and argent on a canton azure 50 mullets of 5 points of the second 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, and 6. Thanks again for stopping by, stranger. You're always welcome in my neck of these American woods. Hey, I'm not done yet. Be sure to watch these videos too. There might be 2 of them. There might be 3 of them. And again, please subscribe. You'll enjoy it. We'll make sure you do. And if you don't, tell us how you may. What's the worst that could happen? You might learn something? Oh, God forbid.